Hello, and welcome to Leadership as a Philosophy, Not a Checklist. Chapter 5 revisited the hierarchy. I'm going to get right into it. So people understand what hierarchy means. Well, obviously it's a structure. You in your brain right now, 100%, everything around you is programmed in hierarchies, right? I'm going to use a super simple example, and then you can apply it to anything else that you can think of. So right now, if I say, where in your town can you go to get the best cheeseburger? You know. Where can you go to get the best French fries? You know. Where can you go get the best burger and French fries? You know. Where can you get the best burger for the money? You know that. Where can you get the best burger at the highest price? Also, where can you go to get the worst? Right? So everything that you do, why do you own the furniture that you own? Because you had needs, you had money, you had, here's what I need, you made it fit the hierarchy. Okay? So that's it. Everything around you is based off of that. But there's also hierarchies when it comes to people, and they're inevitable. They happen all the time. No matter what you do, whatever creative endeavor you have, somebody's going to be better at something else. But we're going to start at the individual. So here's just some examples, right? Life, ego, trust, training, goal, suitability, and competence. We're talking about in an organization. So how are things going in your life? If they're going bad, none of this other stuff matters, right? Maybe you have a huge ego and you have to have it fed all the time. Or you have a low ego, you've got high humility. Okay, no problem. How trusting are you of other people and how much are you trustworthy? And then we're going to talk about work. What's your training level for the job? What's your goals with the company and what's your personal goals? Because they might not be the same. What's your suitability for the job? And then what's your competency? So I have green, yellow, and red because everybody understands that. But everything is a sliding scale. So every person has a score on there. But notice there's no numbers on the score because it's sort of, well, right? Simple. So here's a bunch of individuals, no problem. So then you have teams. Well, teams are made up of individuals, right? But then you have those hierarchies within the team. So here's the team. How productive is this team? How's the morale? How's their training? How's their cohesion? Everybody knows, right, that if the individuals within the team, let's say that we have a bunch of super high ego people that are super competent but don't get along, you have a bunch of those people on a team, they're going to be less productive than a team that's well-trained, well-suited for the job, high in competence, low ego, and gets along great. And they're going to outperform the super talented team because the super talented team suddenly becomes a bunch of divas, for a worse word. Okay, so here you go. So there, once again, with the team. And then here's the other thing that can happen. Let's say that you have an individual that is hyper competent and so toxic that nobody on the team will produce anything because this person's so terrible. Right? So here's the hierarchies within the team. But every one of these individuals weighs on that scale. And if one of these people is gone during that time, that changes the environment too. Now let's go up to managers. So managers are managing teams, but they're doing productivity systems processes. The manager, also an individual. So now the teams are doing this sort of stuff. So if you notice, these are all red, yellow, green in a scale. So that's the hierarchies. Hierarchies of competence, hierarchy of productivity, hierarchy of processes. These are just ideas. So who is the person that keeps an eye on all of this stuff? Because the manager just cares about the system. Hey, I'm not getting my number. I'm not getting my thing. The team, hey, I'm not getting this productivity. Who's the person that's checking on the individuals and the teams and the individuals in the team and the managers to make sure that they're not causing a problem? So here you go. You need managers to run the organization. You need teams to execute the core functions. And you need individuals to do the actual work. Well, who's the person that keeps an eye on all that? Who's the person that does what we've talked about, right? So it's the leader. Now the leader, why is the leader over here on the side? Because the leader's not always at the top. Sorry, I keep checking my time. So the leader, got to go real quick. So here's the environment. Notice the line. The leader's checking on the people, checking on the teams, checking on the managers, checking on the environment. So the leader is constantly attuning the competence of the team or the individuals and environmental hierarchies in pursuit of the goal. That's what the leader does. So the leader might be down there helping out an individual. The leader might be checking on a team. The leader might be standing out in front. right? But you have to find the person that's the best to do that in order to progress. 5 minutes. That was it. Sorry, that was fast.